What's going on, guys? Welcome back.
Hey, we're live.
Logan's late again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I'm just rolling with it. We are lucky enough to be joined tonight by the one and only Brose, as everybody knows him.
Oh, fuck!
Brose, what's going on, man?
What the?
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I just got off of work. It's been a long fucking day. It's exhausting being me.
So can you clarify? You don't work at Jiffy Lube, right?
No. I have more respect for myself than that.
Okay.
All things considered.
So you had the Bancroft launch.
Yeah.
What was that like? Walk me through that. Like, what was it like the days leading up and then the days immediately after? Because I imagine if you're like me, it was like taking the most satisfying dump of your life. But I mean, I don't know.
It's like holding in like your shit, but like you're gonna have like explosive diarrhea, and then just having to be a fart at the end of the day.
Really? So it wasn't like you didn't sleep the king.
Like your nerves is dog shit the entire time. You don't want to shit yourself, and it's like, oh no, and then it happens. It's like, oh, I had nothing to worry about. What the hell? But your gut was just like hurting really fucking bad.
Did you sleep the night before?
No.
Oh yeah, I never have, and I've done 4 to 5 different campaigns. Checking in with the chat, we have Lord Crackhead Bow. So this I just said bow like really quickly. I've never actually said bow because it feels like I'm not in the club yet. You know what I mean? So
oh, dude, it doesn't matter really. I mean, if you're crack pack, you're crack pack. What's your crack? Writing, right?
Yeah.
That's your crack. Congrats, you're in the crack pack. Thank you.
So you're okay giving me my B word pass? Is that
your B word pass?
Yeah, yes. To say bow. Yeah. Well, it's like I have permission now to say, so I can say bow. Bow, Lord Crackhead. Thank you.
Bow.
Okay, I'll work.
Gotta give him a oomph.
Bow. I didn't want to shit myself. We got Mo Biggs. We got Logan, who's kind of weird because he's not here. He's supposed to be here, but that's fine.
Avow the bow, as Mo Biggs.
Bow. You were definitely
Hail Ibex and LCH, my dudes.
I mean, not so much hail Logan because he's supposed to be here. It's kind of weird that he's in the chat.
No, the bastard. How dare he be late?
Okay, so I have to say, I think I've told you this before, but I wanted to say, if you've seen my video, you already know this, but I wanted to say to you, B-Rose, once again, thank you for being like you and Phoenix and your chat for being part of the reason that I got back on the right track. It meant a lot to me. I don't mean to be emotional or anything, but I have to be honest. It really was you and Bancroft and Lord Crackhead that kind of got me going in the right direction. So I just wanted to say thank you heartily for that. Damn, we got a Russian bot already.
Oh shit, you've made it. You fucking made it. You get a Russian bot, and it's like they're attacking you and not Ukraine. So.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they'd be dead. They'd all be dead, but they're here they are.
Yeah, dude, but like going back to what you just said, man, it's like I didn't do anything special, but if it helped, then well, shit. Because I don't do anything, dude. I just bullshit online, and we just have a really cool chat.
Well, I can't remember who I said this to, but I think it might have been crap. I forgot his name. Who did the variant who did the cover for Sarah's bum?
Joe Sontag.
Joe Sontag. I was talking to him the other day, and I mentioned this. It was like Michael Bancroft had that video about how CG has all of the best artists. I would say that's true, but the other side of that is that CG has the best people, the most welcoming people who just kind of embrace all of the. When somebody gets thrown into the pit, the people in CG are the ones that kind of pull them out. So that's kind of my.
You made a conscious effort to like better yourself.
Well, yeah,
not a whole lot of like people do that. Sometimes they can't take the failure and they rage quit. And it's like, bro, you had all the fucking opportunity. Everything that I've learned, I learned from Rob Arnold's Google Drive. and I literally just did that.
Wait, Rob did that?
Oh wait, Bancroft's Google Drive. Rob doesn't come up with any ideas.
Well, I'm the new.
No, I'm sorry.
I don't know if you saw, but I'm actually the new.
Oh.
I'm the new Rob because Lord Crackhead is apparently doing some kind of top 5 on his show, and I am absolutely outraged.
He's the new Rob because he has a co-host that's liked more than him. Just
Yeah.
Like
Oh my god, I'm glad I'm no longer the new Rob. Oh, there's another one. Holy fuck.
So somebody has to bring me a Slurpee. Okay, so can you give us a little bit for those who don't know, I'm sure everybody here knows, but like can you give us a bit of background for Cerebrum and like what inspired it, like where that all spawned from?
Oh god. Mom's gonna hate me. So it mostly just derived from watching anime. Here we go. Primarily Black Lagoon, which is not weebery at all. It's
Get a life.
Set. But yeah, it gave me the inspiration. It was like, oh shit, this was set in like Southeast Asia. It takes place in Southeast Asia in the 80s. It's hella fucking old. In the story, and you're getting all these references, and it's cool all around. Got badass fucking women all around there. The story is fucking kick-ass. The story of Rock is just it's kind of fucked up because he was literally there as like a scapegoat out of his like company that he worked for, and they just leave him there to die. And then from then on, it just goes into like arcs, 3-episode arcs, and I was like, that is how I would write my story. Exactly like this, but let's make it cooler and add like cyberpunk to it.
Don't fuck with me! I have the power of God and anime on my side!
Where did you get that fucking clip? I need that. I need that fucking clip, dude.
I'm looking at it right now, the show, and it really, really does look like weebery, I would say. You said it's not, but
it's not weebery.
I'm looking at the designs right now. In fact, I'm screen sharing the designs, and these look like prime weebery to me. I don't know.
That's seinen right.
Look at this. He has like the no nose and everything. Like he has like the like signature crooked anime smirk going on.
What's wrong with that?
Weebery.
Mo Vince, B-Rose lies. What up, Shadowpunk?
Hold on, Shadowpunk.
Hey, Shadowpunk.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, all right, and I don't want you to think this isn't me like knocking you or anime or any of it. In fact, it's the opposite. Like I understand I'm the minority, but it's just very interesting to me that like when I'm storytelling, I'm inspired by things like, All Quiet on the Western Front, Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, Albert Camus' L'Estrange. So it's always funny to me when it's like, oh yeah, I was inspired by these.
What are any of those
cartoons.
properties? I've never heard of any of those.
Yeah.
They're centuries old, most of them. It's just funny because it's like that's what inspires me. And then I talk to other people and it's like, yeah, it's the Japanese cartoons. I'm like, okay. But like, I understand. I'm the oddball. I'm the one that's inspired by like really old texts and things like that.
And here's my ass is inspired by what looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm a very superficial person.
Whereas JP he's inspired by something that sounds like a black woman's name. Lestrange.
Endless trash!
I am a trash millennial, by the way. Oh, I feel bad now.
Why?
Because it's like, oh shit.
Well, let's take a look at the campaign. You're just short of 6K.
Wait,
And
have you had that loaded this whole time?
shut up.
Oh, refresh
Shut
it.
up. Shut up. So you're just short of 6K. Let's see if we had any movement on it. All right. Oh, we got you to 6K. That's
Oh shit!
Sky,
Thank you, Josh. Holy fuck!
all of you in the chat. Really,
What do we call this? What do we call your bump? Goats
We
and
did
gods. Oh god, what do guys in the chat? What do we got? What can we name
The Goats
this?
and Gods money hour? I don't know, something like
The
that.
Goats and Gods grope. How about that?
Oh god,
Goats and
that
Gods
sounds
group.
gross.
That does, yeah.
The gouge, Triple G, goats, gods, and gouging. Money
But
gouge.
seriously, guys, hail the chat. You know, it's because of you all that we were able to do this for B-Rose. Super happy about it. You guys are awesome.
Dude, how long have you had that saved?
Shut up. Just shut up. B-Rose says,
Oh shit!
B-Rose
B-Rose needs
says B-Rose needs the
endless
endless
trash.
trash clip for when he gets asked about his influences.
it was mostly just Black Lagoon, Akira, Psychopaths, and Cyberpunk 2077. All that good shit.
You know, okay, I edited a script recently for somebody, and they actually had you know how they had like the narration, and it said like the city looked really cyberpunk, and I was like, no, that's not how the word cyberpunk works. It's something that we would ascribe to the aesthetic of something. People living, it wouldn't be cyberpunk to the people that are living cyberpunk. It would just be like normal to them.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all supported me on that one.
B-Rose he went completely silent. You had to think about it.
Yeah, it takes me a long. This is why streaming is terrible for me, because it takes me a long time to gather my thoughts.
To be fair, though, you did go for like it seems like from the previews that you have, it seems like you went for a more Western, traditional, like cartoony, or not like cartoony comic book style Western instead of just going all out Weebury. Like I saw some of Phoenix's stuff that he's trying to launch, and he has like reading from like what is it, left to right, and like everything, and he has like the black and white with like the Japanese writing.
Oh yeah, he's
So
doing.
it could have been worse.
He's doing straight up Weebury.
Yeah, like at least
Yeah,
it seems like yours is like a cool American comic book.
I'm going more in, because here's the thing, because like I understand comics, I understand manga, and I'm taking the best of both worlds. At the same time, you also have to understand Comicsgate, and from everything Mo has been telling me, Weebury is just a no-go, and I'm glad I went into that direction. So with this, you don't see any Weebury, you don't see any of the over-exaggerated features. All you're gonna get is literally just the base style.
You see actually good, not cluttered designs.
Pretty much.
That's good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Logan, can you educate the class on what non-Weebury is? I mean, for my sake, I don't know.
The designs usually actually look good, and the males don't look like females. A lot of time you have very soft faces in anime. It's a whole mess. The only exception is Guts from Berserk. That's the only like character in anime that's like a male that looks like a badass male. Usually they don't look that cool.
B-Rose's crowdfunding journey is reminiscent of All Quiet on the Western Front, in that he's a boy who tried to do something he thought was cool and got in way over his head. That bodes well for you, B-Rose, because the boy in that book dies at the end. So,
oh no, B-Rose, your time was limited.
What were you holding up there, B-Rose?
It was a churro.
Where the hell did you get churros from?
Oh, I don't know. Lady B-Rose just got them. Oh,
Are there a lot of like just random? What the hell is that?
That's guava, and then chocolate.
Oh, I thought it was like rock candy.
No, it's a churro. It's a very thin churro.
Yeah, it looks more like a French fry.
Neither of us know anything about Latin stuff, so.
Uncultured swine.
I thought it was Asian.
Not Asian.
Okay,
We
so
went so far off track.
we got Dean in the chat. Hail, Dean.
I did.
So before we get into the top five, I have a question. So let's establish some rules for the top 5 this week. My monstrous creation that I have on this channel. So it is top 5 sit-down chain restaurants, which means buffets do not count. Somebody has to bring you a check at the end. So y'all better have your lists if you need to make any last-minute adjustments. Now's the time to do it.
What? Yo, this shit is actually trash.
Logan, do you have our top 5 graphic for the week?
I do. I gotta screen share it while I try to make my last minute changes to my list. Because
B-Rose, did you prepare a list, or did you just? Are you going off the? Are you freestyling?
No, I actually had a list in my head. I just forgot to like bring up images.
yeah, it should be shareable now.
I'm sorry, I failed everyone. His body needs fuel to replace his constantly expelling semen. Thank you, Mo.
You'd be worshipped for that in several cultures.
Oh my God, Mo hates me now.
I feel like I the problem with my list is I don't want to reuse a bunch of stuff from the fast food thing, which a lot of those do kind of count as both like fast
No,
food
they
and chain
don't.
restaurants.
They don't. None of them should.
They do though.
You don't go to Burger King and get a check. Like, there's no
Oh,
waiter.
well, no, not Burger King. Okay, so like
there has to be a waiter involved.
Yeah.
You know how I rarely go to any places like that.
How dare you?
I'm
Yeah,
a
but
trash.
you had to
I'm
have
a
been to
trash child.
5 in your life.
I can't remember the ones I like the most.
God damn. What's up? Oh my God. All right, hold on.
Logan, what kind of life have you led?
Just let me sleep on a pile of clothes.
Yeah, you asked me the question, but then you answered it with the video. Like that was my life in like 2 seconds. I have one that I can think of off the top of my head, where you have a waiter. This changes everything, the whole waiter thing.
You know, I feel really bad that I haven't. I need to start linking your Ko-fi. Is that what it is?
I don't know, Ko-fi. I don't know, something like that.
Coffee. I always called it coffee.
Yeah,
Like,
anything works, I guess.
It seems urgent now because you're saying that you've never been to 5. You've never been waited on in 5 different restaurants in your life.
Yeah, I can't think of any. Like the last time I'd been to a place that was a waiter.
Man, all right,
be
okay.
honest.
I got all my images ready.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. I got it. I'm looking at a list. I got a couple, I think.
Okay. B-Rose, why don't you get us started? What is your 5th favorite chain restaurant of all time?
It's called Kura Sushi.
Is it a chain?
It is. There's like
Kura
a lot
Sushi?
of them all over Texas, Arizona, California. They're everywhere. In like
Wait.
almost every major city. It's like a
Where-
revolving sushi bar.
Oh, shit.
Really good.
You said it's
Is
called
there-
Kira's?
Oh, what?
Kira's, you said?
Kura.
Kuda.
Kura. I don't hate bureaus, but he let me down again and again. And then when he tried to redeem himself, he failed utterly. I'm sorry.
We're just gonna assume that I spelled that right. I'm not good at absorbing when people tell me how to spell things.
Oh,
I've decided I'm not going to make fun of B-Rose for the rest of the stream because
Mo has
just
got
out
us
here.
covered, I think.
yeah, Mo's spitting fire.
yeah, essentially. Even his next one. Bureaus never eats sushi on his show. He's such a poser. Fuck.
So B-Rose,
That'd be kind of weird if you were just carrying around sushi just like in front of the computer.
Dude, sushi is
And
like
feeding yourself.
terrible if you like take it to go.
so walk us through your Kura's sushi. Like what makes it what makes it land in your top 5? Also,
It's,
where are you? I thought are you in Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
When
they,
I
so
asked-
they have like a plethora of like different sushi rolls. Some of my favorite are like covered in tempura,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a lot of sushi you don't taste the flavor And for like a chain restaurant like this, it's surprisingly done really fucking good, and you can literally taste. I'm salivating. Fuck. You can literally taste what kind of fish it is. Even salmon has its own distinct flavor. Halibut has its distinct flavor. Flounder, scallop, even octopus, and even octopus doesn't have a flavor, but for some reason they give it, and it's really fucking good.
So I've been to Hawaii once, and I was visiting family over there, but one of the family members was allergic to all seafood.
Oh, that's so sad.
We spent a week there, and we were only eating at like chain restaurants. It was nothing but chain restaurants. And like the second to last day that we were there, I'm on the street, and there's just a dude selling poke bowls like right on the street. And I it was like I was buying crack. I went up to him because I snuck away from my group, and I was like, let me get a poke bowl. Let me go. I took it into an alley, and I was just crouched down, like eating poke as fast as I could.
What up, Aldous?
What in the world? You were in an alleyway just eating?
Yeah, like crouched down, just like commando style, eating a poke bowl before anybody in my group noticed me.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah. I'm not saying it isn't. So, okay, my number 5 is it's absolutely
Endless trash!
But it's Denny's. I'm going with Denny's as my 5th favorite.
Why?
Let me
that
hang
place
on.
Always gives me the runs.
Let me tell you why.
Really
Okay.
bad fucking stomach aches.
Just bear with me and I'll work it out. Okay. Logan, I've talked about this before. When you have some shit going on in your life, like some serious shit, Denny's is where you go. Like somebody just got arrested, somebody got shot, somebody's in the hospital. Like Denny's is where you go to kind of like regroup and just get your whole life together. And they're always there. If you fly somewhere and you stay at a hotel, there's a Denny's waiting for you in the parking lot. Like it's just there. None of it's good. The food is terrible. Everything about it is bad. But they're there. They're that you can always count on them. You know, if you need to like round up a posse and go shoot up some a drug dealer, that's where you're going, man. That's where you're going to go to work stuff out. So I'm going with Denny's. It's not good, but it's there.
That is
what's the good word of the day? Most good. Well, it's F Danny, apparently. Denny's?
My 5th pick is very, very similar to yours, actually. It's just the one that we have closest to us. It's basically the same exact place. It's IHOP for like the same exact reason that like the food isn't really great, but like it's just kind of easy and convenient, and like it has a whole mood. Sometimes like you just want to go there. I don't know. It's just like it's just a thing. Like it's if like you're out late, like sometimes you just want to go there. I don't know.
I mean, they're interchangeable, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. They're like the exact same place.
I disagree, man, because like Denny's is like more run down, and then you go into an IHOP, and it's like, oh, it's very welcoming and warm, and
it has a better name.
Yeah,
they have a whole acronym as their name. It's like cooler.
Yeah, plus it's international, so you have the diversity.
Instead of like that one character from The Room that got stuck up at gunpoint, just using his name.
What? That's not true. Sometimes I want to go.
Poor people like me want to actually go to IHOP sometimes, occasionally, you know.
They have their winter like peppermint chocolate mocha shit. Beats anything Starbucks has. Not gonna lie.
Just going and being like grease rats with my friends like late at night, like it's fun.
Yeah, it's like IHOP and Denny's are where you go after you committed a crime, and then the Waffle House is where you go when you want to commit a crime.
Holy shit, dude! Fucking.
Well, I'm constantly committing crimes, so I'm always in the IHOP.
Waffle House.
All right, Via Rose, hit us with your number 4 favorite chain restaurant.
Another seafood spot in Texas. It's called Mambo Seafood. There's like 8 of them all around here. I don't know why it's so popular, but it's pretty good, man.
You know that like what you're doing is basically the same thing. It's exactly what I was doing by talking about old, obscure pieces of literature, but you're doing it with restaurants now.
But mostly just located in Texas.
Yeah.
There's a theme going on here. Trust me, there's a theme.
It's Mambo's like the snake.
No, that's Mamba. This is Mambo's.
So this is
Mambo.
Kobe Bryant's seafood restaurant?
Oh.
I don't get that reference. I don't know.
No,
They have
Mambo.
some really good ass fucking ceviche, and you can taste all the flavors. I wouldn't go for the fried food, but like definitely the grilled seafood. That is like the bomb. I love it. I'm salivating.
I have a couple of restaurants picked up. I'm not sure what to put as like my next pick on the list.
Or B-Rose, you know, it's like we're all talking about like good, bad movies, and you're in here with like French art films.
I'm just being pretentious.
Yeah, unexpectedly.
All the things too are there.
I knew I smelled some gay. You're gay.
A lot of the ones I'm looking at too, like they're not really like chains. They're like pretty like local places. Like you are waited on, but like apparently we do not have a lot of like popular chain things in the area of Florida I'm in. So
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, for my number 4, I know it's not good. Really, none of these of mine are good. Buffalo Wild Wings. They're just
They
there.
do have some really good Tuesday deals.
Yeah, the buy one get one. They got 5,000 different sauces.
What's your favorite?
My favorite? Shit. Like I can only pick one.
I always go for like the Thai curry.
It was garlic parm, but then when they added the lemon pepper wet, that's my go-to.
You are
Like, that's-
so white. There's like no spice to it. Not even the lemon pepper hot.
No, the lemon pepper. So the lemon pepper is the dry, and then the lemon pepper wet is the sauce.
No, you can choose to have like it combined. You can have like the dry lemon pepper rub as well as like hot on it.
But like lemon pepper is not white. That's like the blackest wing topping there is. It came out of Atlanta.
It's so plain though. It's
JP's like, I'm black, I swear. Deep down.
Yeah. Look at my book.
I don't like wings at all, actually.
Kick Logan.
Yeah.
How dare you not like wings?
I have never found it appetizing like to be like, I'm gonna go and pick apart this meat with bones still inside of it.
What state are you in right now, Logan?
I'm in Florida. A lot of people like it here. I'm just like
you're stuck in Florida.
Even like ribs, like why am I gonna go and pay for meat to like tear apart like the bone, like off the bone? Like
I get what you're saying.
I'm a human being.
I get what you're saying, but like because I'm on the East Coast and like crabs are a big thing, and I have no interest in literally pulling apart the corpse of an animal.
It's like DIY food. It's like weird.
Oh, I would. I love it. I've been
deconstruct it yourself.
Animals.
Yeah, I'd rather pay the underclass to.
Did you just say you skinned a few animals?
Yes.
What you just said. Oh
you live in the South and you have some family out in the country. You see some shit. Mostly watching them skin rabbits and deer and shit.
Whoa.
They invented all these wing sauces to try and polish a turd. Wings are an inferior piece of chicken.
How do I kick Mo?
Give me some breasts. Like I don't want any of that. The wings.
Give me some
wings.
breasts.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, I'm like hella salivating.
It depends. Like sometimes like I'll be like okay, like eating like a drumstick or wings, but like usually if I have the options, like I don't really.
Drums or flats?
Flats.
What the hell is a flat?
That is the right answer.
Flats, because you can just do it in one motion.
What is a flat?
So like, hold on. Let me put my camera on. Do you like grab it and then like push it down and make it like a flat lollipop?
No, I put it in like long ways and then I drag it
like that. Just smush it down and then dip it, and it's fucking good.
Man, it sounds like we're giving each other lessons on oil.
What the fuck are you guys talking about? What's a flat?
Here, you just do this.
I don't like that. It's too much work. I just go like this, down on the plate, and then dip it in my ranch, and that's it.
Don't fuck with me! I have the power of God and anime on my side!
Wait,
Literally a childhood video of B-roll.
Oh shit!
That is actually. He's asking for. He's never seen it before because he's in it. All right, Logan. What do you got for number 4?
Like I want to put a Chinese place, but there's nowhere like that's like an actual like chain except for like where like you're waited on. So I'm not
Well,
really.
like PF Chang's.
No, we don't have any of those here.
Yeah, they suck anyway.
I'm gonna put Outback Steakhouse because I think that a certain other steakhouse that's in my area is better. But also like the thing with steak in general is like it's just like too overpriced, like steak. Like I don't know. I'd rather go to like a burger place and like I mean it's both beef, but like one you have to like pay a absurd amount of money for sometimes.
When I was broke, Outback had half-price apps like in the bar for like an hour, and they didn't advertise it anywhere. You just had to know about it. And that, when you're broke, man, and you're just going in there ordering apps and feeling like a king, that shit was cash.
Man, cash money.
I don't know what that is, cash money.
Yeah. So, like, what are you getting there, though? In your
Usually-
head where you have money.
Usually just like a ribeye because that's like or a sirloin because those are the two that are like not super high on fat, but like they're not like the filet mignon because obviously like that's gonna be like the most expensive thing. So I don't like fatty steak really because like I don't everyone's like, oh, it gives it flavor, but like I don't know, it's a gross fatty steak. I think this is at Longhorn. I can't remember. One of these places, one of the steakhouse places has like this really good like cheddar chicken that's like pretty amazing.
Mm.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
talking about the
it's
Is it the
Alice?
bloomin' onion?
I don't know. It's some sort of
How
like
do
chicken
you
with
go
like
to Outback and not get the bloomin' onion?
Dude, when I worked at Outback, do you know how much a bloomin' onion costs to make?
How much?
Less than 1 penny.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
so
They just
like
buy these huge ass onions in bulk. Yeah, it costs less than a cent, and it was like, I think it's like $10 now.
Yeah. Holy fuck. I feel ripped off.
Yeah, that's their highest like not mark. Yeah, I guess it'd be markup. Yeah, it's crazy.
how do you pay them? Do you or like do you just take
You
like
don't pay the
like,
onion.
no, not the onion, like the person that
Come
supplies
on,
you with
Logan.
the food
I
that you're
feel
buying it
so
for less than
cheated
$1
right
from.
now.
Like
I'm
Like the
never
su-
going there again. I'm only
the
gonna start making
suppliers.
bloomin' onions at home.
yeah, how do you pay the suppliers though? Do you take like a penny and then like saw it in half
Fucking
and then
onion.
give them half the cent?
Yeah, and then the other half goes to the onion.
The other half goes to onion. They're very very needy. The onion economy is not that good right now.
Yeah.
I feel
All
so
right, dude.
cheated.
I mean, dude, when I worked there, everything was made from scratch. And then watching it, they're still okay, but watching them just go down the shitter over the years because they just stopped making things like in-house. It's a sad road to go down.
Damn, they sold out.
I've never been in the back kitchen of an area, so I would not.
Well, you've never worked
Not
before,
now.
so.
That's true. Yeah. It's
How have
probably
you
why
never worked before?
I had a job briefly, but
Dare you?
the managers were kind of crappy. So
You know what my
I
first job
left.
was?
Jiffy Lube?
No.
You just work at Jiffy Lube.
My first job was literally at a Honda dealership. And thus, full circle, I'm still working at a different Honda dealership.
It's not that bad,
It's not. It's decent.
especially compared to restaurants. Restaurants suck to work at, but
Fuck that. I don't want
Because I mentioned it in your chat yesterday, but I was serious. I got a job at a car dealership and got fired on my first day.
what did you do?
Oh,
Did you destroy a car?
oh, there's a story. Well, yes, I did hit a couple cars. But I got hired as a car salesman, and I went in there. It was my first day, my first customer. I went through the training and everything. It's my first day on the floor, and I have this woman come in, and I'm up in the rotation, and we go for a test drive. We get her back. This woman knew exactly what car she wanted to go in. I didn't have to sell nothing. I have to do nothing. And we sit down, and she had totaled her previous car, so her insurance was going to pay for it. So I was selling this car easy, and she's filling out the forms, and all of a sudden her cell phone rings, and she's like, "I'll be right there. I got to go back to the hospital," and just whoop out the door. So the manager calls me into his office, and he's like, "What the hell was that?" And I told him, "Oh yeah, she got a call. She had to go." And he's like, "Nobody leaves here unless I talk to them first." And I was like, "No, you don't understand. She had to dip out. She had to go. It was an emergency." And he goes,
"Get the hell out of here."
No, he goes, "I'll never forget this." He goes, "Let me ask you something. Are you a cat person or a dog person?" And I was like,
Oh boy.
"I don't really like either." And he goes, "Hey, Jim, are you a cat person or a dog person?" And the guy goes, "I'm a dog person." He goes, "You got to be a dog person to sell cars." And then I got fired. That was it. I got asked a question
What
about whether
the fuck kind of logic is that? What the fuck?
If you're not willing to whip around the block with a Pomeranian in the side seat, I mean, you're just not meant to sell cars. Get out. Mo Big, stop being a boomer, okay? Don't boomer me. It's like, you gotta work hard for money, kid. You gotta put up with the crap.
What Texas restaurant nobody's ever heard of do you have for number 3?
None. This one's actually pretty nationwide. It's called Papa's Barbecue.
Never heard. What the hell?
Nah, me neither.
What? Man.
Papa's Barbecue.
Yeah. Papa's.
That sounds like a place I would not want to go to. And not just because it's barbecue.
Thick ass cuts of brisket and the biggest kind of portions. It's crazy, man. They have these 1 pound big ass potatoes that they fucking just dress up. And I'm like, oh my God, this is going to give me a heart attack tonight.
What's your go-to though? Do they do a big old platter?
Oh, they have they call this thing what the hell? But it has 6 strips of brisket, a full rack of ribs. and a big ass bowl of mashed potatoes with your choice of gravy and another side of whatever you want.
Let me ask you this, because this is what I usually look for in a barbecue place. And I think not. I just think if they're not doing it, I'm just like, you're missing out. Do they do smoked turkey?
They do.
There it is.
How do you not have smoked turkey at a barbecue spot?
You know how hipsters get into the game?
Oh God, I fucking hate them. Where they only serve 2 slices of brisket, a piece of white bread, and pickles.
Yeah. And then they throw in
nothing triggers me more than that fucking bullshit. And they charge you $15.
Yeah. And they do
off.
Kimchi slaw with celery vinaigrette or something.
Kimchi at a barbecue? Oh. I never want to go in your neck of the woods. Because I would just go fucking ballistic.
Well, isn't there a lot? There's a lot of hipsters in Washington State, right?
God, it's the whole state.
I'm pretty sure. I've heard, anyways.
Oh, I'm in Eastern Washington. It's it's not terrible, but there is a microbrewery every 50 feet.
Avocado on toast.
Oh, they have one over here.
I hate that shit. I've developed a system. If I go into a restaurant and there's more than 50% of the surface area is wood, get the fuck out. So just get out immediately, because it's gonna be hipster trash.
And they serve you in those metal trays.
Yeah, Dude, oh my God. It was in Idaho. We were in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and we go to this restaurant, and it was like, they're doing Nashville hot chicken because everybody's doing Nashville hot chicken now. They fucking bring this thing out. It's like a 2-piece, and I think it might have been on a metal tray, and they had just squirted mayonnaise all over it. Like I couldn't even eat it. It was disgusting.
Why? Why? Oh.
Well, it was Japanese mayonnaise, so they were trying to do something.
A lot of those places, if I've been to if I've seen hipster places, they're usually doing like the bare minimum as well for like their really woke way that they serve food. They're like, instead of plastic straws, we have plastic straws, but they're green instead of blue because green is the color of the earth. You're like, you didn't do anything special. Like
that hurts.
Those cardboard straws drive me insane. Like
I hate them. They dissolve while you're drinking.
Yeah.
Ew.
Then you're just like.
We have those out like everywhere here. They even got to Chick-fil-A.
It's really funny when you think about that next to like pictures of like, rivers in Asia that are just like 80% garbage. It's like, hey, we're doing our part though. We're out here. We're doing things.
It's so sad.
Nashville hot chicken?
What?
Oh, we don't know. I don't know what he referenced. Nashville what chicken?
Nashville hot chicken.
Hot.
Do you really not know what I'm talking about? You're one state below Nashville.
I'm one state below Nashville.
He's a couple.
Yeah, Tennessee's a couple states up.
Okay, well, close enough. I'm across the country. No, now I have to go into another story. So one night, a husband comes home really late, and his wife is mad at him. So she goes to make the chicken, and she just coats it with tons of like cayenne pepper and all this hot shit, and gives it to him. And he, to like punish him. And he's like, "Damn, woman, this is some good fried chicken." And then that's where Nashville hot chicken came from. It's basically fried chicken coated in a mix of like oil and cayenne pepper. It's supposed to be super spicy, but it's not really.
It's like an actual dish, or it's just this like the way that you described it made it sound like it was just an anecdote that you heard from like a friend. Like there's a husband that went home to the wife.
But like everybody's doing Nashville chicken now. I think Popeyes has a Nashville chicken. Everybody jumped on that train.
No, I've never heard of it.
It's like, remember when bacon became a meme? Like everybody's like, "Oh, more bacon." Nashville hot chicken is like that. It's like the new meme food.
And like when all the girls were wearing like pizza on their shirt, they're like,
yeah.
And now it's like hot Cheetos.
Yeah, hot Cheetos.
Yeah. I'd run a train for some hot Cheetos.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So for my number 3, still not very good, Olive Garden.
Yeah, it is very much not good. I saw it on like a list and I was like, no, I'm not putting it.
I'm not a fan of Olive Garden.
Soup, salad, breadsticks.
Because like I like Italian food a lot, but I'm not a fan of Olive Garden really.
It's just the soup, salad, and breadsticks. That's all it is. I got the pepper.
It hurt my wallet for no good reason.
That's fair enough because that's like the only item on their menu that like I really like is their breadsticks.
Yeah, or the endless pasta bowl is good.
That's decent.
But when I cut the cord and stopped watching TV, I didn't know when it was happening, so I haven't done that in about 5 years.
The thing about Olive Garden, I feel like usually I like to get like a dish that has like cheese and pasta, and both those things are always like weirdly dry when I get it from Olive Garden. Like I don't know, like they have like dried out cheese, like it's like melted, but it's like totally just dry and like I don't even know what they're doing at Olive Garden.
Well, the thing about a chain restaurant is it's only as good as the bread. You know how like Red Lobster has cheddar biscuits, and the Olive Garden breadsticks, whatever.
It's my favorite thing there.
Just let me sleep on a pile of clothes.
That's basically Olive Garden.
It's also me as well.
Terrible.
All right, Logan, what do you have for number 3?
I kind of leaked it earlier, but it's Longhorn Steakhouse.
I don't think I've been to Longhorn. What is it?
Yeah, it's pretty similar to Outback Steakhouse, but in my opinion, they have better menu items. and their food usually tastes better, including like the steaks. Yeah, I'm a fan of Longhorn, except for one time when they I asked for I don't know what it was, like medium rare or something, and they literally just brought out like a straight up like steak that was completely raw on the inside. Like it was just literally uncooked on the inside. But other than that, I do like them a lot, and I think they're the place that has like the Parmesan chicken that has like really good cheese on top of it.
Do they have like a knockoff bloomin' onion?
I can't remember. I don't even know what the hell a bloomin' onion is, so I probably have not paid attention to their menu.
I'm not entirely convinced that you've ever left home.
Yeah, I mean, barely.
What single location restaurant will be Brose feature in his top 5?
Oh, funny enough, it is the famed Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, fuck!
That's your number 2?
Yes. Texas Roadhouse. I love every single item on there. I've tried it. It took 3 years.
I'm pretty sure we have one of those. That sounds familiar in Florida. I'm pretty sure we have Texas Roadhouse.
I love their sweetbread and the
cinnamon
fucking dip thing that they have. Oh.
Brose, check this out. I'm going to blow your mind. You ready?
Are you going to blow me?
I'm going to blow you, and then I'm going to blow your mind. You ready?
Oh, my.
What if Texas Roadhouse did breakfast? Like, just think of all of the things they already have set up for that. Because they have the potatoes, they can do home fries, they can do hash browns. They're
so
like
just Cracker Barrel?
But, like, way better.
A better Cracker Barrel. Holy shit.
They already have, like, the country gravy. They could do, like, so sausage gravy wouldn't be that big of a deal. They're like eggs and some biscuits from, like, changing the breakfast game completely.
Oh my God. I don't know, man. I'd probably coom.
Number 2 for videos will be Tio San cookouts.
Tio San. Jesus.
All right, so for my what the hell do I have for my number 2? Yeah, okay, so for my number 2, I'm going with Cracker Barrel.
Nice. I put in my honorable mentions.
Not particularly good at anything, but good enough for a lot of things.
And they have kind of like a cozy atmosphere with like their like southern theme that they have.
Yeah, I mean they got the hash brown casserole, they got the chicken and rice once a week. They got that game that you play with the golf tees and the wooden triangle. They're selling some wacky Amish shit in the store.
It's been a while since I've been to a Cracker Barrel, so like I don't remember really what they sell, but like I just remember going and liking it. Like it had like a nice southern vibe, not the store, but the actual food. I remember liking.
Yeah, just that southern vibe. You know, they still practice segregation. So it's
yeah,
nice.
it's good.
Goddamn.
The way that God intended it.
Yeah, they got the 2 water fountains. It's good. It's a good place.
That's the good stuff.
Logan, what do you
we got Rick Saylor in the chat. What up?
Hey, Rick Saylor.
I don't really like when I go there. I like it, but to be honest, I don't really go there too often. It's Duffy's. I don't know if you guys have heard of that.
The fuck is it?
Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
What the hell is Duffy's?
It's like a sports bar kind of place. They've got like burgers and steaks. They got the French fries, all like that, like overly like American cuisine. And they have beers, but I can't have any of those because I'm a zygote.
It sounds like you're describing a place in an airport.
like Longhorn, but with a bunch of TVs around a bar that have football on, and then like the regular people like sit away from
like a
there.
Bombshells then. I
Sure.
forgot about Bombshells.
Whatever Bombshell is, yeah.
Oh, fuck!
Maybe it's like Bombshells. I've never heard of that.
I am so retarded. How could I ever forget Bombshells?
Well,
Mobix is gonna end up agreeing with you in the chat over what you just said.
I'm retarded. Oh, hello, Tawdry. Bureau's Standards National Restaurant, only located in Texas. Raiden's food that doesn't kill you, and Logan has never eaten.
That's why I'm so thin. I'm trying to cover it up with the sweatshirt, but
in the eyes.
Yeah, Logan's on that diet. What's that called, dude? What's that diet called? Poverty. That's it.
For $1 a day, you can sponsor this impoverished child.
Yeah, go and donate to my Ko-Fi so I can have actual food.
Bombshells is where Bureau's goes for Nagasakian cuisine.
It took me a second to get that.
What's
I'm so used to Mo Biggs and his wordplay.
What's the other one too? They have Nagasaki and the other place.
Hiroshima?
Yeah, okay. That's what I was trying to think. I was like,
that's a steakhouse though.
Feels more of a niche.
It's surf and turf.
That sounds good.
God. So we're going on to number 1.
B-Rose, what's your number 1?
Pluckers.
What the?
Pluckers?
What is that?
It's a it's
Did I
it's a
spell it right?
Texas located wing bar. It's very, very popular all around Texas. They have some fat ass fucking wings. Wow. They are huge. The sauces are delectable. They have this thing called fried cheese, which is basically a giant like mozzarella stick. They come in like 4s. You can have it tossed in the wing sauce.
Damn, what's your wing sauce choice?
Vampire Killer, which is like spicy garlic.
This actually sounds amazing. They have like wordplay and everything. Like I don't really, like I said before, I don't really like wings, but I would definitely go to a place called Pluckers. Mm-hmm. And if they had a sauce called Vampire Killer sauce, I would definitely go there like just to try that.
Yeah, it sounds way better than Duffy's.
Yeah, they have
it is. Yeah, it does.
This cocktail called I think it's Psychedelic Frog, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty good.
That does sound cool. It sounds like they have good marketing.
Mm-hmm.
JP Denny's.
JP Denny's, really?
Well, you missed my whole speech, all right? Denny should freaking hire me for that. I gave like a Fowler kind of rant validating the existence of Denny's. It was, you missed it.
I'll pull up my screen, though. You can see how thick these wings are. Bam.
Let's see the wings. Oh, yeah, they are. See, this is a different story, too, because they have, like, it looks like they have, like, a lot of breading and stuff, which, being a trashy, oily person, I do like
they have
breading on the chicken.
That you can also toss in the wing sauce.
See, you're losing me there, man. Waffle fries, like, I don't want to eat an asterisk. Like, just give me a regular fry.
He said this the other day, and it was offensive. Waffle fries are good.
And they have this thing, this challenge there that if you can eat like 25 wings of their hottest atomic sauce, then you can be on their wall of fame. I'm gonna do that and market my book.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go there this week. Hey, we should go to Pluckers.
I think Aldous created the next hit restaurant.
So I can do the wing challenge.
Hiroshima. It's a Greek Japanese joint. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, actually.
Hiroshima.
Gyro?
Yeah, gyro. I mean gyro, but
how do you pronounce it? Is it gyro?
For the sake of this wordplay, I think we have to pronounce it gyro or gyro, which I have heard some people say.
I think it's technically pronounced with no G. It's just gyro.
Gyro?
Well, I hear people say
Either way,
gyro.
it tastes fucking good. Who knew goats tasted that good?
Goats?
Dude, are you kidding me? Goats taste amazing.
I don't rock with lamb really. I don't know. I don't like the thought of eating lamb.
Goat meat is
Are you
like
exclusively chicken?
super unctuous.
Like that's like the main meat that they use in gyros, right? Like you can get chicken ones and like beef ones, but like the one that everyone likes is lamb. But I don't know. I don't really want to eat a lamb that much.
I would. I've
How do you
eaten
do? How do
veal
you do?
before.
How
Dude,
do
I
you come
have
to that conclusion?
I have a
It's
toy
like,
poodle. She looks just like a lamb. Like I don't want to like.
I'll eat it.
No,
Send it to me.
can't eat my poodle, dude.
I'll eat the poodle. I
think the
look
most-
like I eat poodles.
I think the most shameful thing to come out of the show tonight is that Logan has a poodle.
we were thinking that maybe B-Rose was Hispanic because he was holding up the churro, but now I'm thinking he might be Asian because of that statement about eating dogs.
I thought he was Asian because I have eyes.
Oh my god. We're getting canceled.
Mo Biggs, they're actually a part of the same family. So, okay, it's both Aries or Capridae. They're one of those.
We need a new clip for you guys.
I know
that
zoology.
says- we need a new clip for you guys that says "The more you know."
Yeah,
we do need that. Yeah,
this is a very educational show.
JP uses that all the time on in that Twitter group. So I wish that he would use that on here.
Okay, so my number one of all time is Texas Roadhouse.
Fuck it.
It's not a bad choice. I like Texas Roadhouse.
And I don't know what it is, but I think
it's the buns.
I mean, it is, but like, I think I've found the best Texas Roadhouse because I've been to a lot of them, and the one that's around here is like the best Texas Roadhouse I've ever had. I can't explain it. I don't know what it is. I just somehow found it. And for this to be my number one, in spite of the fact that about 4 times during your meal, they're going to break out into like singing and country line dancing. For it to still land in my number one says a lot because like like when they start singing and dancing, it makes me want to drag my scrotum through broken glass. But I still love that place.
Jesus Christ.
It's intense. You're going to end up in Frodo, man. You can't do that.
So you're saying if you really started eating a wolf, you wouldn't ask questions?
Mo,
that's actually a really good
dogs and wolves are kind of like the same thing, aren't they?
That's actually a really good question because shellfish is basically the insects of the sea.
Pretty much. They're both arthropods, so
yeah, they're also really overrated as far as food goes.
What? I like me some prawns.
I probably would like it, but I don't really have it that often because I have a family member that's allergic, so I don't really ever eat shellfish.
I'm sorry, Logan, but your genetics have failed you.
Yeah.
I remember when we were younger, we'd go and get like shrimp scampi before like the family member's allergies worsened, but I remember liking that, but yeah. We don't really have that stuff anymore. So
real shit. If you know how like food is like, there's food that poor people eat and there's food that rich people eat. I mean, that's just how it is. Like ribeye used to be the cheapest cut of meat. Now it's the most expensive.
Yeah.
Lobster has always been one of those really expensive foods, but there's this fish called monkfish that looks and tastes exactly like lobster. It was called the poor man's lobster. So now monkfish is like really expensive just because of that. So if you want to, it's not as expensive as lobster, but if you ever want to try lobster, get monkfish.
Well, I wouldn't be able to have that either though, because if someone's allergic to shellfish, then they're most likely going to be allergic to different types of fish too, because they consume them. So,
well, you could just
I don't know
eat it
science
and then move on to the next life. You know.
Well,
that's an option.
I'm not gonna die, but
because this one's not really going so well for you.
The
Right.
person who is allergic to it in my household will die.
Oh,
But
okay.
I won't. I'll be okay.
Logan is just sticking to the red meats.
Yeah, that's true.
The red and the white meat.
All right, so Logan, what's your number one white meat? I mean, restaurant.
It's obscure. I don't think that there's too many, but it is a chain place, and you are waited on. It's Highway 55. If you guys have heard of that place,
No.
it's great. It's like a regular kind of like burger joint, but they play like 30s to 60s music, and like they have that whole entire like aesthetic on the inside of the restaurant.
Yeah,
Like,
whatever.
they have like pictures of like Elvis and stuff on the inside of it. Like they have that whole like what do they call that, rockabilly kind of aesthetic, and it's amazing. They even have like the old cars and stuff, like paintings of those old cars with the fins on the back, like inside the old
So this
Cadillac.
is like, is it like if Sonic was trying?
I don't know, because do you really get waited on at Sonic? You talk like the stupid.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
I mean,
stand-up
yeah,
or-
kind of.
Oh, I guess yeah. The person with the roller skates runs out to you. And I would say it's a lot better than Sonic's, having had Sonic's, because Sonic's is the worst of all time.
Yeah, that's 100% accurate. Sonic is the worst. It's the saddest place. Like it's the only restaurant where you can only get something to drink.
I feel like it's like right up there with like Burger King. Like I maybe Burger King like takes it, like it's number 1 worst, and then like right underneath it is like Sonic's number 2 worst restaurant.
Man, this hurts me because I sort of like Sonic.
I don't.
Endless trash!
Everything tastes weird at Sonic. I don't know.
Well, listen, guys, our hour is up. As always, I'd love to thank the chat for coming out tonight. Back Cerebrum. Link is in the description. Make sure you back NOIRLEM. That is
You
coming to
have
a
no
close soon.
excuse. Even a poor person like me backed Cerebrum. You have no
Yeah, thanks for
excuse.
talking over my promo, Logan. Anyway, subscribe to Logan's channel. That'll be in the description until I remove it. B-Rose, before we go, there's a question I wanted to ask you. Since you're into anime, do you have like a favorite Pokemon?